So, hey, right now, I want you to look to the screen because we're about to show you a video. And I just want you to just lean in. You may need a tissue because I sure did when I watched it. We produced that this week. And it's of a special man that most of you love. And it's his story this morning. And I want you just to have your hearts open to understand a perspective of one person's story and how important the house of God and the people of God in this church is. Can we look to the screens?
During April 2022, I can't remember the exact date, I had to wake my wife Trudy up in the middle of the night. It was about 3 a.m. and I was in such pain that I'd never ever experienced before. So anyway, she took me to the emergency department at Bundaberg and they did a scan, and this lovely doctor who had only been in the country for a week came and sat down on the bed next to me and put his hand on my hand, and he said, I'm sorry, but it's not kidney stones. The cancer's spread all over your body, and I'm sorry. I get a bit emotional thinking about it now because it was quite a significant moment in my life, as you can imagine. So they told me at the time that the cancer was in my kidneys, lung, liver, spine, ribs, pelvis and lymph nodes, and they told me the prognosis was 4 to 6 months. And so I contacted a friend of mine in Western Australia, of all places, and I said to him, you love your church, don't you, Les? And he said, yeah, I sure do. And I said, could you find out if there's any churches like that over here in Bundaberg? Because I said, I've just got no idea who to turn to or where to go. He contacted a friend of his who contacted somebody else in Tasmania, and that person contacted somebody else in the church at Citicoast. Walking into Citicoast Church, the welcome that I got made me feel like for the first time in my life I belong somewhere. And Trudy and I feel like we've got a brand new family, and it's very powerful. Sometimes I've had the odd Sunday, I think 2 Sundays since I started coming to church, where I haven't been well enough and I've watched it at home. But if I can possibly make it, I get in here and I always feel better once I've been. I always feel the healing power of God, and I feel the support of my church family. So today, Trudy and I bring our gift to the church with faith, great faith. I have great faith that I am going to be healed. When you give an offering, it's a little bit like planting a tree, and I got told years ago about planting trees, and it's like, you don't plant a tree and expect necessarily to be sitting under the shade of that tree. It's about planting that tree for future generations to be sitting in the shade of, God is working all the time. He never stops working, ever. And so we know, because we have our faith, that things are going to turn around for us. Every single day we're having a miracle happen in our life. Every single day. But I can tell you, it's God moving in my life, and it's an incredible thing.
We love you, Ian and Trudy. We stand with you for your miracle. We believe it 100%. We believe 100%. And how beautiful is the house of God? That there are stories in every chair here. And I wish we could film you all, because everybody has a story, and I've learnt that pastoring. So everybody has a story. And Jesus is always faithful. And so we love to capture these moments. And I thank you, Ian, for being so brave and vulnerable in sharing that. We rejoice today because we know that there is victory on the other side of these stories. And like I've just shared with the church, we thank God for all he's doing. And, you know, we showed you those natural things, the painting, the renovations, but this is what it's all about. The heart, the people. It's not about the task. It's not about the program. It's about you. It's about people. And it's about reaching our city for Jesus. And so we are so excited today to celebrate. And we've called it Love and Legacy because we believe just what Ian showed. It's about planting the generational seeds that we leave behind for our children. That this house remains for our grandchildren and for our grandchildren's grandchildren because of the investment that we have. And last week we played a video and we're going to replay it now. And it is the vision for this house moving forward for the next future. Can we look to the screens and see that one?